Good morning. Welcome to Monday Morning Coffee with Melissa. I'm your host, Melissa. Cheers. I'm really excited about this next little Monday Morning Coffee mini series that we're doing. It's a Star Wars theme. I love Star Wars. I have always loved it, and on the actual DVDs. Yeah, you guys remember those? Anyway, on the actual DVDs, I have the first trilogy, so episodes 4, 5, and 6 on DVD, and they have hours and hours of bonus features, and I have watched every single one of them, okay? That's how much I love it. So, while I'm not as big of a fan as, say, other people I know, my cousin, my husband, we have a friend who he is oh my gosh, the biggest Star Wars fan I've ever met. However, I do feel like I can call myself a true Star Wars fan. So, with that being said, I have chosen 4 quotes that really stood out to me during the series. So it's going to be from episodes 1 through 6. And then I feel like later on in the year, I want to snag some quotes from the newer episodes, episodes 7, 8, 9, Rogue One, the Han Solo movie, because I love those movies. I thought they were awesome. So anyways, okay, so let's dive right into it. So the first quote I want to share is Obi-Wan said this to Anakin in episode 2. He said, "Be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They will betray you." So he was saying that to him because he knew Anakin was starting to have feelings for Padme. So you don't need to know that. But I love that quote because our thoughts are really important. Our thoughts tend to drive our beliefs and our actions. For example, if we say, I'm not good enough, I'm not going to do that, or I can't go walk around the block without getting out of breath, or if we keep telling ourselves things like that, we're just going to stop and not do anything. While it's okay to have negative thoughts every now and then, the important thing is to acknowledge them. Like, say, for my example of I can't walk around the block without getting really, really out of breath. Okay, well, let's stop, pause, and ask ourselves, is that really true? Maybe it is. Maybe you are a little out of shape for whatever reason, but that's okay. What you should say is, okay, that may be true right now. However, I have the ability to take the steps to change that and to improve my fitness. So I can walk around the block without feeling out of breath, feeling good and full of energy, and being able to have a conversation with someone. So really kind of training your mind to change your thoughts. So we have what I've heard, some 60,000, 65,000, I don't know, thoughts per day. Thousands and thousands and thousands of thoughts a day. Isn't that crazy? I think that's just amazing. When I first heard that, I was like, whoa. So what does that tell you? Do you feel like you actually have 64, we'll say the number 64,000 thoughts a day? No, we don't. Because do you know why? Because a lot of them are in our subconscious. So that's why it's really important to do a few things. Number 1, do what we just talked about. Be mindful of your thoughts, because what you keep telling yourself in your head, in your mind, is what you're sending the message to your subconscious. So that's the main reason. And the second reason is really those negative thoughts are just our ego getting in the way. our ego saying, you can't do that. You're not qualified. Why are you going to apply for that job? Do you think you could run that 5K race? What are you thinking? That's our ego getting in the way, trying to stop us. So now let's talk a little bit about how to transition your thoughts, how to change your thoughts, how to form new thoughts. So like I talked about earlier, acknowledge the negative thought. Acknowledge it. Say, all right, cool, thank you. And then this next step I learned from my life coach, Christine Hassler, is to say, you know what? Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for keeping me safe. Because really, that's all those thoughts are doing, is they're keeping us safe within. They're keeping us safe and they're trying to protect us. And then just tell a thought, thank you, but you need to go away. You're not serving me right now. You're not serving my needs. You're not filling my needs right now. So I'm going to change my thought. Okay, now let's talk about how we change our thoughts. If you have ever worked with me, either come to one of my Primal 101 classes when I was holding them, worked with me in a group setting or one-on-one, you will know I am a huge believer in affirmations, huge believer. So affirmations are really important to really help you change your mindset. Now, you're not going to eliminate every single negative thought because we're all human and we all have negative thoughts at times, and that's okay. Okay? I really want to emphasize the point of don't get bogged down on, oh my God, I have all these negative thoughts. Oh my God, I'm not a positive person. Well, it's not necessarily true. It's in our nature to naturally have those negative thoughts. Okay? So how do we use affirmations? So write an affirmation, change it. Like, let's go back to the example of, I can't walk around the block without getting out of breath. Well, let's change it. I am walking around the block every day for 15 minutes to increase my fitness level. Simple affirmation like that, just telling yourself that every single day. It's reaffirming what the story you're telling yourself, because the story you are telling yourself isn't necessarily true. So, and also what you're doing is you're affirming your daily activity goal. So I want to be clear with this. You can't just say affirmations and say, oh, everything's gonna be okay, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to do anything. That's actually not how it works. So how it works is you say the affirmations, you get inspired to want to do something. So maybe you have a friend call you up. Hey, you want to start walking in the morning? Yes. I have this affirmation where I'm telling myself I'm walking around the block every day for 15 minutes to improve my fitness. And it's taking actions on that. So really reframing your thoughts with affirmations is an incredible way to do it. And I will share one quick story that I think I've shared before, but I really tested this in a big way in my life. So when I moved down to Thousand Oaks at the end of 2010, I was just really wanting a change. I was really burnt out from my job there, from my dating life there, and I just was really feeling down in the dumps. So I thought, well, maybe a change of environment will help. And I had been wanting to move down here for a while anyways. But long story short, after I moved down here, I made a list of every single quality I wanted in a partner. And I, like a family man, health is really important to him, blah, blah, blah. I made this whole list. I carried it around with me. I read it every day, and I created an affirmation. I can't remember what it was now. But just saying that I am in a happy, healthy, really loving relationship, romantic relationship. And sure enough, let's see, about, almost a year, not quite a year after I moved down here, I met my husband, Scott. Granted, we didn't start dating for about 6 months. We met, and then I didn't see him again for 6 months. He was a client of mine at State Farm. And then, yeah, 6 months later, he came in, asked me out, and we've been together ever since. So it's really, I thought, wow, this stuff really works. So you can use it on the little things in life, like helping to change your lifestyle habits, creating new healthy lifestyle habits. I use it all the time for that. So anyway, I'm just gonna repeat the quote, be mindful of your thoughts, Anakin. They will betray you. So keep in mind, acknowledge those negative thoughts if you have them, if they come up, and know that Obi-Wan is very wise in saying that they will betray you, and it's just the ego talking. So really work to reframe your negative thoughts into positive ones. Right, I hope you got a lot out of this. I'm so excited about our new bi-monthly group coaching program. If you guys want to hop on the group coaching train, I highly encourage you to do it. Hit me up if you want to talk about it. This is one thing that we talk a lot about, and you really get that support system. So, okay, guys, enjoy your Monday, and I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.